You are looking at a highly polished, fully edited video, but no human ever opened Premiere Pro or Final Cut to make it. There wasn't a single cut made on a traditional timeline. Traditionally, turning an idea into a finished piece of content means burning hours on manual tasks. You write a script, source the assets, drag them into an editor, tweak the pacing, and wait for the render. That manual process can now be replaced by a single terminal command. By pairing Claude code with a framework called Remotion, you can generate and edit video directly through text prompts. Remotion is a suite of libraries that allows you to create videos programmatically using web code like React. The distance between an abstract concept and a published piece of media has dropped from days of labor to the few seconds it takes to type a prompt. Step 1 is establishing your baseline environment. You need an active Claude code session open in your terminal. From there, you tell Claude to install the pre-built Remotion skill and set it up. It searches the developer repository, finds the tools, and downloads them. Your project directory updates immediately. You will see the new Remotion skill folder appear, confirming your local machine is now fully capable of rendering video. This diagram illustrates the prompt architecture. You instruct Claude to create a 9:16 video with motion graphics. Instead of remote servers, your computer compiles instructions entirely locally. The data shifts into a timeline, and Remotion opens its local studio, presenting a complete zero-shot draft. Notice the text placement. By including safe zones in our prompt architecture, Claude ensures the text dodges the UI overlays of modern social platforms. UI overlays are the static buttons, search bars, and profile icons that apps like TikTok and Instagram place over the video. You now possess a fully functional video editor running on your own hardware, operated entirely through natural language rather than expensive software subscriptions. We can push this system past static generation and into active research. You can prompt Claude to fact-check the generated GitHub repositories and ensure they are publicly available. This triggers a critical vulnerability point. Claude will attempt to open your browser to verify links, prompting a security dialog box asking for explicit permission. You must manually allow this action. Authorizing this step builds the necessary bridge between your terminal and the browser, preventing the automated process from stalling indefinitely. Once approved, Claude independently navigates to each URL. It reviews the repositories in real time, verifying that they contain free, open-source code. For every verified repository it visits, the system executes a mechanical capture, snapping a web screenshot of the page. This diagram shows the injection process. Remotion takes those freshly captured screenshots and injects them directly into our localized composition, assigning each image to its own specific scene in the video. Claude has transitioned into an active producer. It independently sources visual evidence and verifies facts before dropping those assets directly into the cut. Next, we address brand identity. You can instruct the terminal to pull a specific physical asset, like your own headshot, directly from your local downloads folder. You follow that with a styling command. You prompt Claude to incorporate that image into the final call to action screen with a gradient border that matches your brand colors. You can also dictate the audio environment. In the same prompt, you ask Claude to find and add psychedelic techno EDM background music. The system runs a silent background process. It searches a royalty-free repository like Pixabay, downloads the track, and precisely maps the audio to match the exact 15-second duration of your video. When you press play on the final composite, everything aligns. The animated text, the live web screenshots, your local headshot, and the timed audio all run together smoothly. You have successfully integrated complex multimedia elements and maintained brand consistency, all without opening a single graphical user interface or adjusting a keyframe by hand. Look at the complete lifecycle we just executed. We installed the environment, wrote the prompts, directed active web research, and injected local assets to build a finished product. This zero-cost generation pipeline is efficient. Compare that to the friction of trying to edit existing pre-recorded talking head footage, where the system has to transcribe audio, detect silence, and guess where to cut your bloopers. If you attempt to retrofit old footage, you will need to spend days building complex rules and templates to teach the AI your editing style. building the video programmatically from scratch is a much cleaner, more reliable starting point. The final step in this workflow takes the output entirely out of your hands. By hooking Claude into a third-party server like Blot MCP, you can instruct the terminal to write the caption and automatically schedule the video for publication on Instagram. The manual labor of the video timeline has been replaced by programmatic control. While this workflow requires mastering the terminal and the Remotion framework, the final scale of your content is now limited only by your imagination.